Well, good evening, everyone. It's been a pretty spectacular Saturday today. We finally saw a bit of some rain showers as we step through the rest of the day today. And you might have noticed, might not have had too many evening shows tonight. That's mainly because we had a bunch of football happening. And so we'll be seeing us later along at the 11 o'clock show. But for now, I decided to go a little live, take a little look at your forecast for this next week as we are seeing our first signs of some solid rain. We really haven't seen any rain, especially as we stepped out of an arid August. We continue to see a fairly rainless September, but that should come to an end as we step out of this last week of summer. Tomorrow marks the last day. As we step into Monday, we finally officially kick off a nice autumn. And hopefully it should be looking a little different compared to this summer. This summer was a bit of a roller coaster. We started off a bit wet, especially with those months of June going into July. But as we stepped out of July, we really didn't see much rain at all. And that carried on into September, which finally begins to come to an end as we step into this new week, a new season, finally. As we first look outside, a couple of our cameras over Steubenville and Wheeling, it's just looking like a nice, clear evening. Again, we saw a couple of those showers roll through during the later afternoon hours today. And now we're seeing some nice, calm, cool, clear evenings as we look at those cameras. Very beautiful, those night lights, as always. Temperatures right now sticking around into about those upper 60s, some still in those lower 70s, like St. Clairsville at 71, Cat is in Carrollton at 72, even East Liverpool pushing it to about 73 degrees. Those dew points do look a lot moister, though, as we saw after the last couple of days. It began to turn a little more green after those nice tans with that nice dry weather sitting over the area, but now they're right back to those dark greens sticking around into about those lower 60s for you. And that makes sense considering we had a couple of showers roll through in those early evening hours. But a live look outside now, most of them have made their way out to the east towards Morgantown. You still see a couple scattered showers over the region, but really nothing to write home about. We'll continue to see that shower potential pick up, though, as we step into next week. Looking at some of those rain estimates over the last 24 hours, though, we did see significant amount of rain, really mainly along that I-70 corridors when you can see a lot of that rain. I'll highlight it here for you in just 1 second. You can really see just where a lot of that rain is sitting. As we can see, it just begins to push its way out slowly but surely. This rain is much needed too. We still see that drought monitor sitting over the region. So hopefully with this rain incoming, we might see a bit of some better conditions for the Ohio Valley. I do apologize. It looks like my camera did not want to connect today. Let me give you 1 second, guys. Oh boy. Bit of a doozy today. Might have to pause this just a second to try to get our camera back online. Doesn't look like it wants to go back online. It just looks like it's going to be a bit of a weathery day for you guys. It's just going to be nice little graphics for you, unfortunately, as my camera doesn't seem to want to cooperate with me today. We'll look at tomorrow's forecast. It's going to be a similar story. We start off nice and sunny. Those clouds are going to begin to increase later on into the day with some stray afternoon and mainly evening showers is what we're going to see. But those temperatures are still sticking around into about those middle 80s for you. Last little bit of summer sticking around, especially as it is the last day of summer. Stepping into Monday, we finally kick off fall. It's nice to see a new season. For those of you who've been waiting for some pumpkin spice weather, you finally got it. Well, temperatures are going to begin to creep down into those lower 80s for Monday with some scattered showers and thunderstorms expected for that. So take a look at your futurecast now. I'm looking at the NAM model, a little North American model for us. We see that those overnight showers on Sunday will really kick off coming out of the I-77 corridor and make their way through even into the overnight hours. We'll continue to see them stick around even into Monday morning. We'll see them stick around for even a little while longer, and it'll continue on into the afternoon as well, just here, there, and everywhere. You might see a shower, you might not, but overall you might see one at least once throughout the day today, as they will become a bit more widespread as we step out of Monday and going into Tuesday. We can really see them kicking off into those overnight hours. And as we look through the rest of next week, that is expected to continue with the majority of those showers being on Tuesday, but even through Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, we are still expecting a couple of showers and storms, just very on and off weather, even a couple of thunderstorms as well, which is something we didn't really expect. We thought these were just going to be some lighter showers, but we are seeing a couple of them get some thunder potential to them. So definitely a thing to keep an eye out for. But also what we're going to see through this week with that rain coming in, it's going to get a little cooler, a little more seasonable back into those middle lower 70s for the majority of the region. We start off Monday a little warmer, and it just really, you can see that drop just doot, 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 all the way back down into those nice seasonable temperatures for you. But those dew points still remain a bit of an issue. We saw them a bit of a drier regions into those 40s and 50s for your dew points, but they're now sticking around into those more humid areas, sticking into those 60s, which just makes sense considering we are finally getting a bit of some moisture in our area, which is a bit more pleasant in terms of that. But looking at your 9+1 forecast again, so we start off the evening tomorrow with some storms, and that'll kick off the rest of this week as we step into a new season. Temperatures become a bit more tolerable into those lower middle 70s, a bit more seasonable, a bit more taste of fall sticking around. Thunder showers expected through the majority of the week with some scattered ones as we step into the weekend, but that'll begin to peel back slightly as we step into next week. Even though that shower potential does look to stick around for a little bit longer, it's not going to be as numerous as we step out of next week and into the weekend. So hopefully this week's rain will definitely bring us a little bit further away from those drought conditions into a bit more tolerable conditions for the Ohio Valley. That's about all I got for you guys today. I hope you enjoyed this live stream. I do apologize for a bit of my camera issues, but we'll hopefully get those fixed for next time. I hope you guys have a lovely evening tonight, and I hope you guys even have a superb Sunday. I will hopefully see you tomorrow, and I'll hopefully even see you tonight as well with the 11 o'clock show happening. We'll be seeing you guys soon. Hopefully you guys tune in. Have a great rest of your night tonight. Goodbye.